You want? I know. I mean, I know, like some, the problem I find is that some people have this mentality of like, anything the government says is wrong. And it's like the most brain dead take in human history. But it's because of the way that like society is now with like social media and like echo chambers. Like people who are in a certain crowd will just watch videos from that crowd. Like if you like Alex Jones fans are only going to watch Alex Jones type of content, and then anything they disagree, they just say it's fake news. Mostly Americans. I mean, it definitely is more so American. Huh? I've kind of posted the same thing. I agree. I mean, to a degree, yes. But the difference is that science is generally on one side compared to the other. But the issue you have, right, is that you have independent fact checkers, right, that fact check things. But once people start believing that the independent fact checkers aren't independent fact checkers and they're actually biased, then the entire like system of trust just goes down the drain. It just becomes it literally just becomes hearsay. It's just over. You literally can't do anything. Like what do you do when, like, here's the thing, if somebody doesn't believe in proof, there's no amount of proof that you can give them to make them believe in proof. That's what it's like. Lock on time your ability and power punch, you know, you should kiss my balls. Like, it doesn't matter how many studies show about like whatever thing it is, like COVID, you know, like the death rate, about like how lockdowns would work and how they would never pass, etc., etc. It literally doesn't matter. If you don't believe that they're being genuine, you're never going to believe anything, which means you just then end up just making your own wild accusations.
No. Okay, no problem.
Me behind.
He's not dead. Like Plato, true. I'm so fucking smart. You can't reason in a person out of opinion they didn't reason themselves into. Wow. Asmongold. Okay, I like that.
That's more like it.
Fact checking everything and nothing was seeing different. The facts improving on COVID after years. The thing is, right, is okay. Like here's the thing, is that people look back on the COVID pandemic with the information that we have now. What the fuck? But you have to understand that we were making decisions at the time based on what we thought would happen and what the best predictions say. Now they're not perfect. They're never going to be perfect, right? So you look 2 years later. Okay, and if you think they knew all along, then you're just delusional. Like you are, like there's nothing more to discuss. You're just delusional. If you think the government's that competent at everything and it's just like some evil maniacal fucking thing, like controlling you and installing chips into you and stuff, then like there's no point having a discussion with you. Sweden is finding the coach. I don't know anything about Sweden. Mods, ban this guy.
Over here.
Get right.
Over here.
If Chip's inside you, you already have a phone real. I already have a Chinese folding phone. You will not sleep me. You will walk into my
Security turn on the consciousness transfer machine.
Everything is ready, sir.
Another classic incoming.
How are you feeling?
This feels extremely scuffed. Counted this.
Professor Hydro. so funny?
The stream is on a massive downward spiral. Chester is getting catfished and will get robbed during his date.
Fuck this, it might be a political streamer.
You literally depressed. I'm working a decent job at you. You literally just decent back in this place. Yeah, you just this. Thank you for going.
American propaganda is so good. It has these fat poor idiots think they're living in the greatest country on earth. So real, so real, so real. Holy. Fact checkers, people guiding scientific reduce whatever. Not fact. Exactly. So there you go. There you go, chat. You've run into the fundamental problem with Kiki Boy and why he's the way he is that he doesn't believe the independent fact checkers. It does not matter what they do. Like, and the thing is that if the independent fact checkers come back believing what he believes, then he'll believe them. But when it's something he doesn't believe, then he won't believe them. So at that point, it's a pointless conversation. You're basically talking to a child. Like, nuh-uh. You're it, I'm not it. I know you are, but what about you? I know you are, but what about me? You know, that's literally what it's like. Like, if you're not going to believe the government, okay, fine. But then you're not going to believe independent fact checkers, okay. But you do believe someone who's literally has zero knowledge about anything to do with medical science whatsoever, and sits in his room talking about how fucking space aliens are like the reptile people. Like, that's literally like the logic. Greatest country in the world? I don't think there's a great. It depends what you mean by greatest. Like, the highest quality of life is like Scandinavian countries, probably like Denmark, Finland, those type of countries. When literal top-tier genetically gifted athletes don't have underlying health issues and die on the field. I would guess their heart exploded after they took the vaccine. Most race country in Europe is Finland, yeah, but Finland's like omega homogenized, right? Like, pretty much there's like no racial diversity there, so makes sense that the white people like it there, I guess, right?
I see what.
Fuck you, my friend Jack. Yeah, it's literally like anti-vaxxers, right? It's like, oh yeah, I've done 4 years of medical school, 4 years of residency, worked on the job for 10 years, and you've done a Google search. Whose opinion is more valid? And it's like, that's what people are like.
Don't C9, don't C9.
Exactly. And that's the thing, indoctrinated for 10 years. That's exactly the mentality that people have, right? And at that point, it just, what's the point? Like, forget COVID, like, can you even think about where we'd be if vaccines were never invented? Like, stuff like measles, the chances are you'd be dead. Like, smallpox would just kill you. If you get smallpox, you're just dead. It's just over. 3-0. It's the greatest invention, I think, in modern history, is the vaccine. It's cheese. I agree, actually. Cheese is probably better. Bill Gates paid you off? Yes. Making out less change to report general giant click with money. It was just baiting people for a gain and being too brainy to understand this. It's like, well, yeah, for real. Vaccines and antibiotics, the medical revolution century. Oh, 100%. Like that's the thing. Back in the day, chat, you cut your finger on a piece of old metal, you're instantly dead. You get tetanus and you just go, and your body locks up and you die. Almost dropped my lighter in the candle. Dude, that wouldn't kill you, right? Okay, now red pill on how inconclusive vaccine application was on politics. Okay, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Conventional vaccines are different. I mean, pretty much every study that I've read about the COVID vaccine, and I agree with you. Like, I think being against the COVID vaccines not the same level. Like being against the COVID vaccines not the same level as being against like polio vaccines and stuff. Like, I will grant you that. I think there is always a degree of skepticism with the COVID vaccine that I think is justified because it just came out so fast, right? I agree with that. But like almost every statistic I've read about like old people and sick people getting, like the majority of people now who die from COVID who are over 80 are unvaccinated. Like the vast majority of them. Why is that?
Some boys on big bug behind.
I wonder.
Don't die. Don't tell them.
Hexlock's taking coming. Oh no! It's over. Did they say Trey Brony got a heart attack from the vaccine? Oh yeah. Dude, any time a vaccinated person has a heart attack or something, it's because of the vaccine. Like, UK women are fucking disgusting ugly with that makeup. So based. So based. That's why. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. The most attractive women in the world come from America. It's either that or they come from like Eastern Europe. Like the Baltic countries. Those women are so good. Half of them are fat hoes. Wow, dude, what the fuck? Colombian women? I don't find Colombian women as attractive. I mean, Colombian women are very attractive, don't get me wrong. Well, I'm impartial to a big booty Latina. Do you prefer short or long hair on women? Longer hair. And AISA? Thailand? No. Definitely not. I don't know about Thailand. I can't say what I want to say without being cancelled, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm dead. I gave you the Asian pass. You can say it.
Mercy one.
Nah, it's too risky. It's too risky.
I need healing. Much better. Rocket bud. Just keep that coming.
If I was NA girls, not SA girls, yeah, I know. Make an ice sign video like I did after your bad take. Hey, whoa, what take that says bad? All my takes are good. I know a few people who died within 24 hours while taking the vaccine.
Sombra 1 HP, Sombra 1 HP.
And first, I simply just don't believe you. And second thing, just because that doesn't necessarily mean it's because of that. Second thing, the cases of that actually being, like, anecdotal evidence is basically irrelevant. Like, basically irrelevant. Even if that's true, it's completely meaningless. I'm doing good, Nyanza. 4 times? I haven't got COVID once. That's because I have literally no social life.
My tactical visor is charging.
How's this fine? Yeah, but you're like, what, like 20-year-old fit person, like of course you're going to be fine. That's not who it kills. Like you don't like the thing is right. Okay, and this is.
I don't want.
So at the time with the vaccine, there was every reason to believe that taking the vaccine would reduce the spread of the disease. Right? There was no reason to believe that wouldn't be the case. Right? It turned out, as it is, that generally it didn't do that very effectively. Right? But that you're looking at that with revisionist history. We knew that. It's never gonna do that. Okay. Sure. Scared shiz, I don't think there's gonna be zombies. Real.
Wait for it.
Just on the base.
Ready for deployment.
Tade's 5% the Christian Nazism take. Both extremes hate religion because it undermines system of belief. I mean, I don't think that, like, I agree that, like, I don't think that Nazism was caused by Christianity. I think that's stupid to say that. But like, there is some justification for it. That's also true. But it was not the main reason, or even like anything close to a main reason why.
Just regroup, let them kill, let them kill. It's fine. No,
The reason for it was just blatant anti-Semitism. That was all it was. That was the main reason. They blamed the Jews for losing the First World War.
Doom, quick me die. I need to touch you and nanovisor so you distract them.
That was on point.
Just
That's
die.
fine.
Okay, we can touch. Chill a bit.
10 seconds remaining.
Like, because I studied this in school about like the Hitler's rise to power and stuff, and like the First World War, like they blamed it, like what they said. And, okay, this is again what they said was that the Jews like were hoarding all the money and they wouldn't help like the government during the First World War, and that's why they lost the war and never hated them ever since, basically. And basically, it started off with just propaganda, like anti-Jewish propaganda, and Hitler was just like insanely like good at that.
GG.
You can blame racism with oh, you both looked up. Yeah, but the difference is, right, is that nobody